Word, son. What do you do, YouTube? It's your boy, Jadavon. Alright, man, before we get into this video, make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread the links, because you know how I do. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload. Without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, man, so, I wanna talk about something today. Now, I appreciate all the love and support y'all been showing on these videos, man. The 2K videos especially, I really appreciate it. I hope to hit 6K before the end of this year, you know what I mean? But again, I really appreciate all love and support, man. And I'm really glad people are able to, come together and have, a certain thing in common, and that's the fact that we all love 2K. If not that, then we all love basketball. But I want to talk about something here for a second. Whenever you have a legitimate complaint about something, you should want to be able to step forward and voice your complaint. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you want something to be changed, then you have to speak up on it, right? Now, I had a comment that pretty much, it didn't bother me, but it just shows me how small-minded people can be at times. Now, again, I want to give y'all a good, quick disclaimer real quick. These videos that I make, ladies and gentlemen, they're not my personality. You know what I mean? When I talk about something and I feel as strong as I do about it, I'm just passionate about it. That's what somebody with passion does. When you feel very strongly about something, you can get caught up in talking about something, and it can get misconstrued as you sound like you're emotional or whatever it is. But no, it comes from a place of passion. You're passionate about this game, or you're passionate about that sport, or whatever, that team, whatever the case is, you're just passionate about it. So don't get it twisted. This isn't quote unquote crying, as this comment stated, or being hurt, or whatever the case is. It's none of the above. You know what I mean? Another thing, when you tell somebody that they're crying, quote unquote, or they're just hurt, or whatever the case is, that's very dismissive. You know what I'm saying? Now, again, this person could be a teenager, maybe a child, or quite possibly a grown man. Who knows? That's for y'all to decide. That's for him to figure out, if he wants to come forth with that. However, let's use that logic in real world for a second, in IRL, if you will. Let's say you go to your favorite restaurant, and let's say you go to your favorite mom and pop shop, store, or whatever. And most of the time when you get your food, they got everything in there. But the past few times that you've went in there, they either forgot the onions, they either forgot to put the special sauce in there, or they ain't frying it like they supposed to, whatever the case is, right? Now, a few times that you've gone there, you told them, hey, y'all didn't put X, Y, and Z in there. Make sure y'all don't forget it this time. The food don't taste the same if you don't put that in there. Oh, okay, cool, no problem. And we'll put it in there. Then all of a sudden you go home, you eating your food, and you come to find out that they didn't put it in there. Then the next time you go in there, you're like, hey man, why y'all stop putting the such and such in there? Like, put the, you know what I mean? So again, when you're voicing your complaint, how would you feel if they told you behind that counter, oh, stop crying, quit worrying about it. It's not that big of a deal. It ain't gonna, you still bought it, right? You still ate it. So what you crying for? You just hurt. Like, leave it alone. If you're not talking about food, then let's go to, let's say you get your oil change, right? And your car, let's say your car runs on 6 quarts of oil, right? It needs 6 quarts. I hate saying that word. And they give you 5.5, and your car is running noticeably different because you're missing half a quart. So you go back to the people and you tell them, like, hey man, my car running a little funny. How much did y'all put in here? Y'all, I don't think y'all put the whole 6 quarts in there. Y'all gave me like 5.5. And they turn around and tell you, what do they say? Oh man, quit complaining, man. It's just only half a quart. Your car ain't gonna blow up. It's fine, bro. Just relax. Like, just chill out. Stop crying. It's gonna be all right. Your car can run on 5.5. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't look at them like, hey man, I done gave y'all my money and I expect my oil to be changed, and y'all half-assing your job. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? That's a legit complaint. Now, on the inverse of that, we take it back to 2K. When you tell somebody that they're crying or they're hurt about something, it's dismissive. It completely negates the whole idea that there's a problem that's being shown right in front of you. You rather say, oh, it's not that big of a deal. I can fix that problem, no problem. That's on y'all if y'all want to keep being hurt or keep crying about it. Fix the issue or stop playing the game. You know what I mean? It's like these end all be all things. Because it works for you, that doesn't mean it works for everybody else. People want to play at a higher level. Everybody has a different experience with 2K. Everybody has a different experience. Some people do custom sliders. Some people like running with the Hall of Fame. Some people like it. Some people in the last video in the comment section, some people say, hey, I like the Hall of Fame the way it is. That's not a problem for me. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that. I get it. You know what I mean? But at the same exact time, when you say that it's not a problem, but then you pretty much shun everybody else who finds a problem with it, it just shows people how small-minded you are. Now, this said person, I guarantee you, if he does see this video, he might pop out in the comments and say something along the lines of, oh, my suggestion had you that upset, it had you that hurt to the point where you had to make a video about me. LOL, grow up, be a man, blah, 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 blah. I guarantee you, I bet my left nut that that's what he's going to say. I guarantee you, or somewhere along the lines of that. And it furthers my point that I say it even when I did Madden videos, well, I still do them, but even when I did the Madden videos, people would say the same exact thing. Even though I'm showing you right in front of your very face what the problem is, you'll still find a way to negate the issue and say, you know what? That's your fault. I don't have that problem. So therefore, it's not that big of a deal. You're crying about nothing. And that's not the point. Everybody has a different way of experiencing 2K. Everybody has a different way, and that's just what it is. Now, the whole rant video thing. I want people to understand that I don't mind having a conversation about 2K. Wait, did I say Madden earlier? I hope I didn't. But when it comes down to the conversation of 2K, I don't mind having a discussion about it. I don't mind it. You know what I mean? I don't mind us bouncing off ideas on one another and stuff like that. I don't mind having a discussion about it because, hey, you see it my angle, so you're just explaining your angle on it. And it helps me understand, like, okay, I can see why you feel that way. You know, I respect it. Not a problem. As two people that are holding a conversation about something that they enjoy, that's what they do. They may differ, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing that's in mind, the same congruent thinking is that we love basketball. If the bare minimum, we love basketball. We love 2K. But you experience it that way, I experience it this way. You know what I mean? So when you go and have these conversations of like you're saying you're giving me your angle on it, but you're kind of like minimizing my angle on it and making it seem like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. That's when I got a problem with it, because if you're talking to somebody, you shouldn't make them feel less than what they are because of their stance. That's just like me going in and making these videos, and every person that says something outside of what's my thinking, and they may not necessarily be negative towards me, but if they say that, oh, well, this doesn't happen in my game, or, you know, but I see what you're saying, that'll me going off the deep end and say, oh, well, you must think that this game is perfect if you don't da-da-da-da-da. Then it's like, hold on, dog. I ain't say all that now. All I said was, I haven't seen what you're talking about, but I get your point. Nah, you must think that this game is da-da-da-da-da if you feel like you just like a fanboy. But you see what I'm saying? You're diving off the deep end. But I'm talking a little too much now. I want to let y'all sound off in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, at the end of the day, man, we all love basketball. We all love 2K. That's just what it is. But like I said, you should feel comfortable to step forward and voice your complaint without somebody telling you that, oh, you're just crying, you're hurt, because it's dismissive and it's corny. You know what I mean? These comments I laugh at on a daily because it just shows me that whatever's being brought in front of you and shown in front of you, you're willing to negate all of it and make it sound like that's your fault. That's 110% your fault. It's corny. It's really corny. If you don't have anything constructive to add to the conversation, and that's not constructive, like you're just being dismissive, but you're trying to disguise it as constructive criticism. If you don't have anything constructive to add to the conversation, or if you're not willing to enlighten someone in the most humble way possible, then don't say nothing at all. Don't even watch the video. Because you're just watching it to argue. You're just watching it to find a moment in the video where you say, oh, nope, that's stupid. I'm going to comment, blah, 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 blah. No, these videos aren't for that. Again, like I said, if you genuinely cannot have nothing useful to add to the conversation, then don't comment on the video. Don't even watch it. Or better yet, I probably just won't even acknowledge it. But let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I'm going to get up out of here. Make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, share the word, spread links, because you know how I do. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. It's your boy Jay Devine, and I'm signing out. Peace.